Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of the Anthurium tour. As you can see, the main setup has had some changes since the last time. I feel like I'm never going to have a final setup because things keep sizing up, and as they do, I'm going to have to keep moving things around. So this is what it looks like. This guy, for the most part, is going to stay on the top, the Pap Red Vein Dark Phoenix, but everything else below it is going to keep moving. So let's get started with the tiny plants. So the smallest plant the smallest anthurium in my collection right now is this red crystal Indo Self. The mature specimen gets a very interesting shape, and that's what I actually liked about it. This is actually an offset of the mother plant that I was babysitting for a friend, and they said that I could keep the offset as a gift. So thank you for that. So yeah, red crystal Indo Self. And next to that is this Dresscuna seedling that I actually grew from seed. I can't believe I actually managed to pull it off. I never thought I'd be able to grow an anthurium from seed and actually actually keep it alive. Props to me, I guess. I do have another one right here. This is the biggest one, the one that's grown the fastest in the lot, and it gets this very cute pink sinus. I don't know if the camera's not able to pick it up, but there's another one right here, like this one. I think the pink sinus comes through more on this one. Maybe if I reduce the brightness a little. Yep, there. And the hardened off leaf is super pretty. I got this as a pack of 5 seeds. I do have one more that's growing indoors because I want to compare what the growth looks like in artificial lighting and an organic outdoor setup, because I do want these to get pretty robust and used to go in temps, or at least the harsher temps, before I sell them off. I was planning on selling one of these, but as they grow up, they're getting so pretty. I don't think I'm gonna let go of them anytime soon because I kind of want to see what each one of them grows up to look like. So maybe I'll keep them, maybe I'll sell them. We'll see. This one right here is what is this one? I forgot what this one was. Oh, this is the red spider cross with crystal narrow. This is the last prop that I have. The main mother plant is gone. I was thinking of letting this one go. I do know what the mature version looks like, but for some reason this one doesn't get super dark, knowing that the red spider is a very dark specimen. So is the crystal narrow. So I want to see if this can get darker as it sizes up. If not, then I might just let it go. Right next to that is my favorite of all, the AOS Dark Phoenix. This is the prop that I was talking about in the last video. If you missed that, the last prop that I have for sale, I'm in two minds about letting this one go because of how it's such a pleasure growing this plant. It's so easy, so fuss free, and I might keep it, I might let it go. Again, still in two minds. This is actually the second last prop. The one last prop that I have is super tiny, and that's definitely going to be a holdback, but I don't know if I want to let this one go. Maybe I should, it's always fun to share. So maybe I'll let this one go. And then we have this luxuriance prop. A very sad story about this luxuriance. I do have a bigger one of this, which is the biggest of the mother plant, and when I got it, it was massive. And let me actually get the mother plant. So this is the top cut, or the biggest prop that I got from the main stem. It was a very sad story because when I got the plant, the leaf was this big. By the way, check out the size of the pot and the size of that leaf. Anyway, so yeah, it crashed probably about 2 weeks after I got the plant. And again, it was in my early days. I was not checking roots. I was just trusting sellers when they sent the plant in the pot. And then it crashed, died down to a stump, and the stem only started pushing out growth points, I think, in the start of this year. And so yeah, this is the prop. This is one prop that I'm keeping, obviously. And then this one is the last prop that I'm going to be having for sale. After that, I really want to focus on getting the main prop to size up. And right behind that is my Forgetii. Again, if you missed the last video, I showed you guys the mother plant of this, and this is the last prop that I have. It is pretty light. These guys are pretty light when they are younger, and then they get darker as they mature. Also, the split sinus. Surprisingly enough, this one doesn't have that much of a split sinus. The older leaf kinda had it. Maybe not. Oh, that's just a rip. Never mind. But yeah, this one definitely has an open sinus. And so yeah, this is my holdback. I'm not selling this one. And the last one on this section is this. What is this? This is a Dressler cross with Pinklea. Yeah, I got this as a free gift from Latoro with one of my orders, I think. And it was doing really well. It had a really good start. Like it went crazy with the roots and everything. When it just started off, it was like it would barely finish hardening off a leaf and it was already pushing out the next one. But then the rain stopped and then it got super hot here, and I think it hated that. So this is why it's got all these little fungal looking spots on it. But yeah, it will definitely bounce back now that we've entered the cooler months. Yeah, I have good expectations for this one. So this is the shelf where majority of my somewhat juvenile, somewhat small plants live. So here we have a Papcuna. This is a fairly young prop. That's because of the Kuna parent in it, but as it gets older, it does get super dark. And let me actually show you what the main top cut looks like. So this is what my Papcuna looks like. This is the top cutting. It's so weird because this one always confuses the camera. It can never focus because of how dark the leaf is and how velvety it is, but it's very pretty. This was because I missed one watering and I think the pot went a little too dry. And this was the iconic leaf. When it was emerging, it had like pink variegation, it had mint variegation, and had a dark green variegation. Obviously, as the leaf hardened, it got darker and some just kind of disappeared. You can see some of that still here, right here. And I thought the plant was dying, but turns out it was, when I looked closer, it was actually like all these different colors of variegation, which is why I was super glad that I actually cut the plant up. And so I want to see how the props do. I will continue to chop this plant to see if I can get a stable variegation, and I will keep you guys posted on that. Before we continue, can I just flex my Philodendron maximum leaf? This thing is massive. And the size jump was crazy too. This is how small the previous leaf was, and this is how big this leaf is. Back to anthuriums. Okay, right behind the Papcuna is a Kuna itself. It's not a tricky plant, it's just a very fussy plant, you know? It's kind of like, I don't want to call it a diva. I just need to know, I just need to find the sweet spot for the care needs, and I know then it's just going to be an up and up journey with this one. That is what the new emergent looks like, and that is how I train my emergents to face forward. I call it emergent training, if you may. I first let the emergent rest on the stake till the petiole has kind of formed that, you know, that kind of curvature. And then once that happens, then I'll take the stake and I'll push it backward and rest, and have the petiole rest on the stake so that the petiole can then inch forward. And yeah, that's how you get a nice forward facing plant, I guess. Another one I was supposed to sell because, you know, it's kind of meh. I like my anthuriums dark. This is one plant that gets super bright, and I'm not sure why or what the craze behind the Kuna is, but I did want to get it because it apparently used to be an endangered species. I don't know if it still is, but I think I'm going to keep it. I think I'm going to learn to take care of this plant till it actually looks pretty. Okay, I really want to talk about my red crystal because that's what she looks like. What you're seeing is heat damage. So the kind of weather we've been having is it rains for 2 weeks and then it's hot for the next 2 weeks and then it's raining again and then it's hot. And when I say hot, it's like face melting hot. So this one clearly did not take it well at all. I mean, that's disgusting. This is the exact same way my plants reacted back in summer. That dog decides to bark exactly when I speak. I may chop this off and see what the next leaf looks like. If it doesn't look good, then this might have to go indoors. One of the easiest child plants that I have is my Bessier. I've heard people say the Bessier in general can be a task to grow, like it's very fussy or fitzy. Maybe it is my growing conditions, maybe it likes the great Goan outdoors, but it's easy. It's so easy, and look at that. And that's the new leaf. I did end up cutting up some of the older leaves. Just getting it to size up is a little bit of a task because that's not a very big size up. And I'm hoping this one gets a little bigger, maybe. If this one can do well in the outdoor Goan temps, it sure as heck will do good in a controlled setup. So I'm not too sure what people who've been complaining about this plant really went through. Okay, we come lower. This is probably a plant I don't really talk about too much. Hold on. Move it. Make space for the other kids. This is an AOS self crossed with a forgetii, but I really think it's an AOS half or a half AOS because I've seen too many half AOS or the inverse that look identical to this, and I do not think for a second this one has forgetii in it. And if it does have AOS and forgetii, that is too round for a forgetii hybrid or even for an AOS hybrid. And this is from Latoro, and Latoro has the half AOS or the inverse, I think, and it looks identical to those. So it might just be that and maybe have been mislabeled. But this one's tricky. I'm still figuring out what this one likes and doesn't like. So I'm just waiting for this leaf to harden off to see if it likes this spot. It sits right here. It's not too bright, it's not too dark. So yeah, let's see how this one looks and then we'll know from there. And right next to that is this Bessier hybrid. It's a Bessier open, which means they don't know who the pollen parent was. When I got it last year, I think it was the start of this year, it had a very pretty leaf and it never gave me that leaf again. It even has like this tiny little offset, but I kind of wanted to give me that old leaf, and the veins on those were pretty. This one, it does have a ruffled, or what do you call it, ruffled edges, a ruffled petiole. So waiting for this one to size up and see what it ends up looking like. Below that is my PMKOS prop. Look how pretty she is. Someone also said that they see half in this. When I say half, I mean half manii. They are not wrong. Oh, there's a new leaf. Look at those roots. Those roots are insane. This one needs a bigger pot ASAP. I think I've said enough on this plant at this point. People are probably going to be sick of me, but I love this one too much to not keep talking about it. Here we have another plant that I absolutely struggle with. This is, who are you? This is an PAP X1 cross with AOS SKG. If you're familiar with your AOS, you will know that AOS get these spots, and this being a hybrid is exactly those spots, and it somehow shows up or has been showing up as the leaf ages. This one is probably maybe a week, maybe about 2 to 3 weeks old. I'm surprised it hasn't showed up on it, and I'm hoping it doesn't continue. But yeah, it's very pretty though. It has a good amount of AOS, it has a good amount of X1. So yeah, I'm hoping those spots don't continue. Yeah, let's see how this one grows up to be. And now something fun. This is a hybrid made by Ethiopia Tropicals. This is the mag... who are you? Oh, it's a mag AOS cross with Luxuriance. This one is another tricky one. It's very cute. It's got a good amount of Lux and AOS. And I'm hoping it sizes up like the mag size. But it's a little slow. It hasn't gotten dark as yet. But being a Lux hybrid, it might take time to start getting dark. The veins on this one are so cute. I love how 3D they are. Yeah, and I have big expectations for this plant. So Prashant, if you're watching, great job. Okay, so this is a Pap Mag crossed by none other than Talking Shade. And honestly, I think I got the best looking one because I haven't seen one that has the veins and sinus like this one does. It's super dark. I made sure I got this leaf to look pretty because it was sitting in a spot that got slightly too much light, and I wanted to get a perfect looking leaf, but the snails decided otherwise. Okay, the exposure is kind of getting messed up and it's not picking up how dark it is, but it's super dark. It's super dark, it's super easy, fuss free. I have zero complaints when it comes to growing this one, and I honestly cannot wait for it to give me the next leaf because I am so excited for that sinus to kind of develop and see if it can get any longer and get pointy. And when I picked this plant, I actually picked it because of how pretty the sinus was. And I mean, this sinus pretty much sold me on this plant because it had that very reddish golden sinus, very pap, and the veins, like it's just a perfect blend of a packed mag. I've honestly not come across something that is so pretty and so well balanced between both parents. It is about to rain any second, so I need to wrap this video up. So I'm just gonna quickly show you my Lux Crystal prop. This is one of the nicest looking props I have. I think this one has the reddish sinus and it's super fast. I'm surprised at how fast this one is sizing up. Super fast, super stable. Very nice matte leaves. This one's actually going to get much bigger, and also another one that I did put up on sale, and now I no longer know if I want to sell this or keep it because of how steadily it's growing. But if someone wants this, I'm more than willing to share. Okay, this one is not a juvenile plant, but it's small. It did flower, but it is pretty small for it to start flowering already, but that is because it's a Fageria, and Fageria seem to flower at a very young age. It is finally working on the next leaf, and I really hope this one is a decent size up. Another one that struggled in the summer, this one actually hates the heat, so maybe once the hotter months start, this one would be another one that continues to grow indoors and maybe will come out only the next monsoon season. Okay, next we have the iconic HURC or my Herc. Another super steady grower. I have zero complaints with this one. Okay, maybe I have one, and that is they don't age very well. The oldest leaves are a little sad looking and kind of ugly, but the newest leaves, like this one, is a super blush baby pink, and I find myself staring at this so much. So yeah, another one I'm really hoping starts sizing up ASAP because I'd like a bigger specimen and I want to chop this up and make a duplicate so I can have more of these in my collection. I'm saving the worst for last, or the toughest for last, is my... Who are you? Who are you? SKG purple emergent cross with a Papcarla. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this plant likes. I don't know if it likes a lot of light. I don't know if it likes less light. I don't know if it likes more, if it likes wet feet, if it likes to dry out. It's very difficult to figure this one out. I'm trying a lot of different things. I'm trying keeping it in water. I'm trying letting it dry out a little bit more than the rest, or trying less light, trying more light. Let's see what this one prefers, and maybe once I get it right, it can grow. And the emergence, once they start expanding, it takes a fairly long time for the chlorophyll to really start filling in, and I'm not sure what is the cause of that. If anyone knows, let me know. But it's done that for this one. I thought this one was dying off, but then it started hardening off, and it got darker. Not as dark as I'd like it to be, but for now I'm letting this one sit in, like, I'm letting it be wetter than usual to see if that is what speeds up the growth. I recently made a friend who has a sibling of this, and his is stunning, but his is more SKG heavy, mine is more Carla heavy, and a lot of these that I've seen are more SKG heavy. So I want to see if I can come across anyone who has something similar, and to see if I can discuss care tips with them. For now, this one is the toughest. Meanwhile, I do want to share some growth updates. This is my Emerald Trident crossed with Dark Block Red Crystal. This is probably the first leaf that has a super red emergent, like the one I've seen others have, and maybe it heard me. Maybe she was like, you know what, I'm gonna do better, and she did better, and this leaf is going to be massive. So, and another leaf that got super massive from the last time was this crystal leaf and my Bessier Lux, and that is definitely going to be a big leaf. That's massive. So yeah, I will keep you guys posted on the growth updates. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye.